Have you ever felt like life was standing still? Like no matter how hard you try, you're just stuck? In the middle of a bustling Chinese city, where life moves fast and dreams often get lost in the noise, one quiet boy was about to discover something powerful. Not every roadblock is the end. Sometimes you're not stuck, you're just looking in the wrong direction. This is Wei's story, and by the end, it might just become yours. In the heart of Hangzhou, where skyscrapers pierced the sky and scooters buzzed through narrow alleys, lived a boy named Wei. He was 12 years old, quiet and observant, with a heart that held big dreams, though no one really knew it. Wei's parents ran a modest noodle stall beneath a concrete overpass, and every day after school, Wei helped wash bowls and serve customers. But Wei had a secret. He loved machines. How they moved, ticked, worked. Every morning, he would stop by a mechanic's garage near his school and peek through the glass. He marveled at the tools, the hum of engines, the smell of grease. His notebooks, meant for math and Chinese, were filled with sketches of motors and inventions that existed only in his mind. Still, his grades were poor. His teachers said he was distracted, and his classmates teased him for daydreaming too much. "You'll never be anything," they said. "You're stuck." Wei believed them, or at least part of him did. One rainy evening, after yet another failed math test and a scolding from his teacher, Wei slumped behind the noodle stall. He felt like the whole city was moving forward, and he was frozen in place. His father noticed. "You look like a dumpling left in the steamer too long," his father joked, offering him a bowl of noodles. "I'm just stuck, Baba," Wei muttered. His father sat beside him, resting his calloused hands on his knees. "You're not stuck, Wei. You're just looking in the wrong direction." Wei frowned. "What does that mean?" His father looked toward the busy street, headlights blurring in the drizzle. "Sometimes the path we're told to take isn't the one we're meant to walk. Don't chase what others tell you to want. Turn around, and maybe you'll find your way." That night, those words stirred something in Wei. The next day, Wei did something brave. After school, instead of just looking into the mechanic's garage, he walked in. The owner, Mr. Chen, a stern-faced man with grease-stained overalls, glanced at him. "I've seen you staring for months," Mr. Chen said, not unkindly. "What do you want?" "I want to learn," Wei blurted. "I don't have money, but I can sweep or clean. I just want to help." Mr. Chen studied him for a moment, then nodded. "Clean that pile of tools, then we'll see." That was the beginning. Every day after school and on weekends, Wei worked at the garage. He asked endless questions, sketched blueprints, even fixed small things under Mr. Chen's watchful eye. At night, he read online forums, watched videos, and taught himself everything from engine mechanics to electrical wiring. He still struggled at school, but for the first time he felt alive. Months passed, then came the city's annual Young Inventors competition. Mr. Chen handed Wei the flyer. "You should enter." Wei's hands trembled. "But I'm just a kid and I've never won anything." "You've already started to win," Mr. Chen said. You turned around. Wei decided to build something simple, but meaningful. A self-charging bicycle light system that stored power when pedaled. It took weeks of trial, error, and frustration. One night after his circuit shorted and the wires fried, Wei broke down. "I can't do it," he said, tears falling on the table. "I'm stuck again." Mr. Chen knelt beside him and said softly, "Wei, remember, being stuck is only a feeling. The road didn't disappear, you just lost sight of it. Rest, then begin again." So he did. Wei submitted his project and stood, nervously beside it at the exhibition, surrounded by students with polished prototypes and confident smiles. He felt small, invisible, until one judge stopped, then another. They asked questions. Wei answered with passion. He forgot his fear. He forgot his failures. When the winners were announced, Wei didn't expect his name. But it came. Third place. Wei Liang. Self-charging bicycle light system. The applause washed over him like warm rain. It wasn't first place. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. It was a beginning. After the competition, a local university professor approached Wei with an invitation to a summer robotics program for underprivileged youth. Wei's parents couldn't believe it. Their quiet son, always doodling machines in the margins, had turned that into something real. In time, school became a little easier. Wei still struggled with math, but now he had a reason to fight through it. He wasn't just memorizing formulas, he was building his future. He still helped at the noodle stall, still swept Mr. Chen's garage, but inside something had shifted. He was no longer the boy who felt stuck. He was the boy who had learned how to turn around. Years later, Wei Liang would stand on a stage in Shanghai, accepting a national award for innovation in green transportation. When a reporter asked, "What would you tell kids who feel like they don't belong or aren't good enough?" Wei smiled and said, "You're not stuck. You're just looking in the wrong direction. Don't be afraid to turn around. You might find your path waiting there." Wei didn't change the world, but he changed his world by daring to shift his gaze, by choosing hope over helplessness. You see, no one is ever truly stuck. The path is there. Sometimes all you need is to look the other way. If Wei's story inspired you, share it with someone who needs to hear this. And remember, your breakthrough might be waiting where you least expect it.